Let's hit this show on the road. We've got Pavel with Virtudesk. We've got Katrina, a virtual assistant from Virtudesk, and then my co-host, Randy from Chime. Welcome to another Chime webinar. And this one's all about leverage, man. I don't understand why people don't do this earlier on as they're growing their team, because this has been a piece of our business from 2010, and it's helped us a lot. I mean, when I jumped in and we were getting over 3,000 a month realtor.com leads, because it was a massive spend, we had help, right? There's no way I could call and text all of those before all the tech was in place. So this was our solution for it early on. But Pavel, can you give us a quick intro as to what you do, and then introduce Katrina as well?
Yes. Hi guys, my name is Pavel Stepanov. I'm a CEO and founder of Virtudesk. We provide virtual assistants for real estate agents, and a lot of them are actually ISAs, inside sales agents, which means they can call out on leads, they can text, they can reach out to your leads that you have. And Katrina is one of the ISAs that is using Chime right now for one of her clients. Is that right, Katrina?
Yes, that's correct.
So she can give you a little bit more as far as what she's doing with Chime as an ISA, and explain how she works those leads.
I like that. All right, Katrina, you're working Chime right now with one of your real estate clients?
Yes, that's right.
All right, awesome. Do they have a team, or is it just that one agent? How does the structure look?
Well, we are three. The agent, and she has another agent, and then me. But I'm the only one who's doing the calls and emails or text with the leads.
Nice. Are you currently working the CRM for them? Like, you're the go-to person for their CRM, or how does it work?
Well, because since I'm an ISA for this client, I'm actually a transaction coordinator / ISA for her. So this Chime I'm using is for getting in touch with the leads, and some of their clients as well. We are actually managing her contacts through Chime. So everything that we have to go to the clients or to the leads, we use Chime.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I know Randy's mind is working here, because one of the biggest issues agents have is actually following up with their clients. And Chime does a great job with the AI, with the artificial intelligence they have.
Yes.
But if the AI prompts it and the agent or the team doesn't follow up, the AI can't go and show the property, right? So tell us what this process looks like. Is this team getting online leads? Are they focusing on past clients, their sphere? How does this look?
All right. Well, my client, Karen, she is subscribed into a smart plan, and all her listings are connected to the AI. So basically, if one lead visited, like example in realtor.com, so it would prompt to the smart plan and it would come into tasks. So the task is the one I'm working on, and the task will prompt if you should call them. It's like they're pre-screening the lead. Like, is the lead pre-qualified? The lead is looking for a 2-bedroom. Is it a buyer? Is it a seller? So everything that you has to know about the lead is in there. So you just have to call them and talk to them, like, are you looking for in this property for in this place, in this location? So you just have to get in touch with them so you can grab them as the lead and work with your client.
Got it. All right. And then your job, when the lead comes through, what's your job? Do you actually pick up the phone and call? Do you nurture these leads? Take me through that process, because that's the key right there.
Yeah. So when the lead comes to task, because if the leads, they would actually visit it like Facebook or Google. So the AI would screen them if the lead is just looking, so they won't put it in tasks. So if I need to call the leads, they would put it into tasks file. So there's a tab in Chime where you can click on the task and you would see all the tasks that you need to call. You need to call or text them, it would show them. So I call one by one and I just check the task. And then after that, if I check the task, example, I'm unable to contact them today and they said to call back like tomorrow or the other day, it would come back to task after a few days because it's connected to a smart plan. Right, Randy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this is really interesting actually, because I generally recommend that clients don't include tasks as a part of smart plans, because what will happen is they will get tons of leads and a ton of tasks to call these leads. And most agents either don't make the calls or don't have a resource to make the calls. So any of the important tasks that they've set where they actually need to get done get swallowed up in this ocean of call this lead task.
Mhm.
And as we know, agents don't want to call these leads. They don't see the value of one individual call, so they just ignore that task, and the task follow up. Generally, I recommend that the tasks people include in smart plans are all automatic. What I think.
Adam just chimed in. What's up, Adam? I love that you always join these, buddy. Says
What's up, bud?
tasks created by smart plans need to be intelligent tasks, right? They need to be must do's, Katie. So just wanted to add that.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. If there's a task as a part of a smart plan, it must be a non-negotiable. That's the term I use. You have to do this task. So the fact that if you have someone like a Katrina whose role is to knock out those phone calls, that does give you another dimension to the smart task, to the smart plans in terms of making phone calls. So going forward, I'm going to have to add a caveat to my recommendation of if you include smart plans, if you include tasks and smart plans, make sure you have a Katrina or someone to make sure those calls get made. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. So this is I'm learning myself right now.
Yes. And also, just to add up on that, once you call the leads, you have to change the status. Like if example, it's nurturing or it's do not contact. So the smart plan would know what to do on the next follow-up.
Well, was that for me, or was that just a statement overall?
For both.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
For
So-
the group at large.
Here's one thing that happens, and look, I'm glad Adam's on and everybody else, because when we finish talking to an online lead or past client, anybody in our world, in our database, we forget to add a task, just like Katrina said, right? Like, what happens after, Randy? Like, I just finished talking to somebody and they said, hey, yeah, we're looking about 6 months from now. And I'm like, cool, I just put in the notes, waiting 6 months, right? And then I don't put a task. I don't even put them into a smart plan. I don't put them into anything. And then people wonder why they don't close on some of these. I've had some of the biggest transactions of my life, like multi-millions, like massive checks from following up for 2 years, automatically nurturing them, right? Katrina, do you help with that? Because if I were to hire someone like you from Virtudesk, I would probably put them right into nurturing, like nurturing my whole database, right? Is that something that you help with? How does that look?
Yes, because in every lead, when you do a call, there would be add task. So also the smart plan would recognize if this lead is looking to buy in 6 months or in 3 months. So when you change to nurturing the status of the lead, then it would prompt you to call the lead after like 3 months or 6 months.
Okay, cool. And
Yes.
is it just you who's calling this database, or is there another VA involved with Karen?
I'm just the only one who's treating the calls.
Okay. Can you take me through the process? Like when you start your day, what does this look like? Like start of the day, do you pop up Chime? Do you call a certain way? What does your process look like?
Maybe you could share your screen as well, Katrina,
Sure.
if it has it. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good
Alright.
idea.
So first, for the Chime, what I did before, from the beginning when I started as a VA, I set up my dialer because without the dialer, you're unable to call or
Okay.
text. So on setting that up, you'd have to get a virtual number and subscribe to a dialer subscription. So it depends on what does your client needs. So when it comes to dialer, there is like a power dialer. They have the you can dial up to 3 leads, but for me, I do it one by one in manual. So what I do first is I click on task when I log into Chime. So this would pop up on Chime. So actually, when it comes to task, it shows 0, but there's behind there because I'm not the agent, so I'm just part of the team. So I click on tasks, then I click on team tasks. Then I would see all the tasks that is assigned to me or for me to call. Like example, this task, this is scheduled on May 12th, but sometimes I just call them ahead of time. So after that, when I do a call, like example, Darlene, and I have to call her, then I have to dial her and then log the call. Like the lead is just like example, you see the AI assistant noted that the lead is just looking at the moment. So I still call the lead just to ask, like, are you looking for a specific property or just like follow up with her and then log the call. So when you log the call, you can also ask tasks or add the task here. So in that
Mhm.
case, you can call them like after 3 months. So what I was speaking a while ago is like you can change the pipeline of the lead where it depends on on the next task that the AI assistant or the smart plan would prompt to this lead. So example, like Zerlene, I spoke with her. I can change her like in communication. Is she searching or just casually searching or she's not responsive? Things like that. So after that, when I finish everything, I was advised by my client to search on leads. So I click on the leads part here, and you can see all the leads under my client. So I do also the lead management.
Okay.
And for the lead management, when you log on to leads or you click on that one, sometimes the filter is clicked. Not sure why, but I just unfilter everything
Okay.
and you can group it like where does this lead came from, like brevity, or does it came from Facebook or everything that my client asked me to group it like Zillow. So you can just group it per category.
Okay. Cool.
So what I do is I just click on all groups and click on the highest rating because you can also filter that little lead score. So I can filter it and just click on it and then work my way whatever I need to do with each leads. So yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
that's so far how I manage my clients' leads.
Very nice.
So, and these are all for leads in the traditional sense of they're an online lead or they're some type of marketing generated lead. What is your cadence any different for past clients?
For the past clients, I was advised to import it so we can get in touch with them. We have
Mhm.
an auto email like first year after the closing, how is your new home, how are you doing, just like get good relationship with your client. So we also do that, like communicating with the clients for the past clients as well.
I love that. All right. So
Yes.
there's a question from Katie.
Hmm.
She said she'd like to know your long-term nurture task plan. Do you have one, or is it, and if you do, is it triggered when a lead revisits the site, or do you do that manually? How does that work, Katrina?
Yes. Actually, I actually found out this that when a lead specifically visited like a listing, it would show you the listing that the lead actually prompted. Just give me 1 second. Um, here. So basically, when you click on the listings, you would
Mhm.
see if the leads are like looking or is there like new leads, or you would be able to see if they're like past clients or just browsing. Just give me one moment.
Hey, no problem.
Yep.
I like that. I like that you know how to use this. while we're doing this, did you learn how to use this through the lessons that Chime offers, or where'd you learn how to use Chime?
I I actually just navigated it. So when I first log into Chime, I have no idea how it works. So I just navigated everything and just like tried. So I did some YouTube webinar for Chime as well. I did like search how to set up manage dialer, things like that. So basically these are just the leads that the lessons that I've learned through Chime. Just give me because I can't see where I'm clicking. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. You're looking at the main screen here with us, so I get it.
Yes.
I
Because
get
it's
it.
hidden. Yeah.
While you're doing this and trying to find it, let us know. But I have a question for Pavel. Pavel,
Yes.
Yes.
when we're looking to hire a VA, a virtual assistant that can help us with our database, what are
Yes.
the options? Is there part-time? Is there full-time? What does that look like?
Yeah, we have for full-time, somebody who can start for 40 hours a week, or we can have for part-time for 20 hours a week to do it. We also have a possibility for time block service, which is only you can use it like for, like 20, 40 hours per month. However, at that option, you don't get to pick your own VA, and you don't get one designated VA at time blocks. So we suggest people, if you want to hire somebody who will be working with you consistently, have that person work at least 20 hours a week for you.
All right, I like that. So you have
Yeah.
both options here. And do you train
Correct,
them on,
yes.
say, something like Chime, or do they have to go in and learn on their own through Chime?
No, we provide the training. First of all, when we hire those VAs ourselves, we make sure that they have basic understandings of how CRMs work. However, we also train them on major CRMs, and Chime is one of those platforms. We have ongoing training and also subject matter expert sessions with somebody like Katrina. Let's say we have a virtual assistant who comes in and this person is not familiar with Chime. So we have this culture inside the company where we can set up a session with Katrina, and she can uptrain that VA on use Chime and teach stuff how to work around it.
All right, I love that. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, well, Katrina, looks like you
Yes.
found what you were looking for.
Yes. So these are the current activities for all the leads. Basically, it filters all the active leads, like who viewed this one, who has the most viewed properties. So these leads also shows up to the smart plan and appears on tasks. Because I tried as well um, to monitor it. Like example, like these active leads that I see, this guys, will it appear on my task the next day? And it seems that it's actually happening. So I think it's all connected to this Chime. Even the new leads that is coming, it's also showing on task. So it's not skipping any information. It's providing all the information and do the task as well.
Wow, I like that.
Mhm.
That's really cool. All right, so do you set up all of the smart plans too? How extensive is your experience with Chime?
Well, actually, for Smart Plan, when I actually on board with my client, it's already set up.
Mhm.
And as she mentioned, when she signed up to Chime, it was also set up. She just have to click and add the appropriate Smart Plan for what she wants and what she's looking for, like nurturing the leads. And so I just followed what she was instructing me. So if example, there's a new lead and there's no Smart Plan, it's auto-populate. You can just select the Smart Plan that is appropriate for your client or for the lead.
I love that. I love that. All right, cool. Randy, any questions on this? Anything that you have specifically for this? So I can move on if not.
No.
All
This
right,
makes sense. I'm tracking.
cool. All right, so Katrina, I have a question. You
Yes.
said you have the artificial intelligence on?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I want to see what that looks like, because as it engages, are
Mhm.
you monitoring it so that you're the one who chimes in between responses? Do you let that go? How does that work with your job?
When the AI would be set up on set of logging on to the Chime when actually I joined Chime, it was everything is there already. But when it comes to AI, you would be able to see that on her website and integrate it into other platforms like Facebook or
Yeah.
Google.
Uh-huh.
So it actually pre-screen all the leads that is visiting her listings. So I can show you her website. This one is, I'm not touching the actually that much of her website because it's very sensitive, and she said that she has somebody else doing that.
I love
So
that.
this is under her website. So when you click on this site, like example, this is, I'm viewing that one. There is Anna. Um,
Mm.
where is Anna? Hold on.
Well, that's the site. I love that.
Yes.
While you're there and you're looking, have you ever worked on this on Karen's site with YouTube and merged that or no?
No,
Not
we
yet.
don't touch her website. Yes, because she has someone else working on that one.
All right. So you're just in charge of running the leads, following up with them, nurturing, and all that.
Yes, correct. I'll try to log on to her website so you can see the AI.
Cool. At the bottom on the right hand side. Yep. When it's going to
Yes.
pop up. What did
Yeah,
you
there you go.
What did you name the AI?
Anna.
Anna.
She named it Anna. Yeah.
I like that. I
And
like.
sometimes all the leads thinks that Anna is a real person. So they were like referring to me as Anna, but I'm always saying that Anna is my colleague.
That's so funny.
So when you click on this one, it shows like the welcome note. So it would prompt like example, looking for a 3-bedroom house
Okay.
in Newcastle.
You know, it's so funny, Katrina. I don't think Randy and I have ever done this live.
Oh, well, I like exploring things like what will happen. So sometimes I
Randy,
just try. Yes.
why the hell didn't we try this before? It would have been fun.
Yeah, I I would love to see how your
Grogu.
yeah,
Our baby
yeah,
Yoda
yeah,
response.
mini little Yoda, baby Yoda. Would love to see how he handles the heat.
That's so good. That's so good. Hi there. Thank you for reaching out. May I have your name? Nice.
Yes. And this Anna, she will pre-screen everything that Karen wants to ask, like how much is your budget, things, everything that she wants to know.
Mhm.
So like this one, are planning on moving within the next year? So I'll just keep on like answering.
All right. So Katrina,
Yes.
at what point do you jump in? Do
For
you
which one?
so let's say they're chatting back and forth. Do you just let them
Yes.
chat or do you jump in at any point? Like you personally?
Uh, no, because sometimes I think because of the time zone, when I log on at night here, when I'm actually from Manila, so when I log on, what happens is it would show me like the offset that they're visiting the site. Like example, they visited the site like late at night there. So of course I wouldn't be able to monitor it. However, it would prompt into tasks that these kind of leads visited at this hour. So it would prompt me to call them if they need something else, if they need my assistance, and then I refer to my client directly. So that's how we work, me and Karen.
Oh, I love that. This is really
Yes.
good. So like the AI is still going, Randy. Gotcha. What's the price range you're looking to stay around?
Because I did it before, I was like talking to Anna and see it would prompt to chime.
Katrina, what happens if you
That's,
say, can I talk to an agent?
uh,
Can I talk to one of your agents?
I think she would give the number, or um, she would tell me that someone will call you. My colleague would call you in like after an hour or two.
Got it. All right, let me see what she says. Got it. I've got your preferences down here and I'll set up a search that you might like. I'd love to get a little bit more information from you, Puzzle. Is there a good phone
Yes,
number?
because I'm not logged in, so that's why she's asking for a
That's
number.
not a bad transition when I say, can I talk to an agent?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, I like it.
And that's cool how it's not automated. Pavel, this is like real AI, so it's machine.
Exactly.
That's cool. Okay, so at this point, when you give the number, that's when you would jump in and call, right?
Yes.
All right. So I got a question from Katie. Katie's got the questions today. Love it. Good job, Katie. When you make calls as an ISA, what times of the day are you finding have the best results? Any, or are you just a specific time you're making those calls?
On mornings, because usually afternoons, most of the leads, they're not allowed to talk. Like some of them are at work. And if I call like late in the afternoon, some of them are going home. So I believe like morning is the best time for me to call them,
Mhm.
around like 9 until 11 or 12.
Okay, cool. Very cool. I like that. And all right, Katie says, beautiful. Thank you. That was great. All right, so let's go to the back end stuff. How do you end your day, Katrina? What does that look like? Because we're about to wrap up here. I want to know what you do. Like, how do you make sure that you
Mhm.
finished everything and that you're prepared for the next day?
Well, we do have reports of what we've done at the end of the day.
Okay.
So actually, what I do after my lead calling, I have a lead template. Um, I actually made it for myself because sometimes leads are calling back. So when they call back, I don't have like a caller ID where I can determine who's calling me. So I just have to refer to the day, what like yesterday, who's calling me.
Mhm.
So I manage this and I send this daily to my client. So what I do is I send my end of the day task, end of the day report to my client.
Okay.
So it looks like this. Give me one sec.
So here's what she's talking about, the SOD start of the day report. You can go ahead and talk about it, Katrina. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So for the start of the day, what I do is I indicate what are my plans for the day. So
Okay.
usually I see the task under Chime. As I've mentioned, when I log into Chime, my first go-to is my tasks. Then since my client is from KW, I actually check her transactions or her all her documents through loop and KW command, what I need to amend. And then I do the lead calling and I wait until she gives me another transaction to process. So that's my start of the day.
I
Then
like
I do the lead calling, I do the follow ups, and then for the end of the day report, so I take note of everything that I've done. So
that.
far, if there's any special remarks that she needs to know, so I indicate in the remarks. But so far, everything is coordinated with her via email. So I just put it here and then send it to her for as a report.
I like that. That's really good. Very, very good. All right. I put up the link just in case anybody wants to know. And last question for you, Katrina, from
Yes.
Adam. Do you focus more attention on warmer leads or find yourself working colder leads to try to warm them up?
For the colder leads, I find it like more comfortable because some of them they don't know what they want until you let them know. Like example, I call them like after a year, and then they said it. Are you still looking for a property to purchase? And then it was said, actually, no, but since I saw this listing, I might consider. And then that's a time that you come in and just send her more listings and inform her more about your clients.
All
So,
right. I
yeah.
like that. All right. Those are the things you can do. I put up the link if anybody has any questions about Virtudesk. The website is My Virtudesk. And just in case you're wondering, I do have a couple of Virtudesk ISAs and they help us out quite a bit. And I love that you're running command too on this. So it's like you're
Mhm.
running both. So you're multi-talented in CRM. So thank you for that. And Pavel, anything you want to add, my friend? Or do you good? Or did we lose you,
Yeah.
Pavel? All right, good.
No, no, we're here. I'm here.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect. No, I said anything you want to add in closing?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, basically, Katrina's obviously she's currently booked with a client, so if you guys thinking of hiring her, you can't, but we have more people like her who are actually trained and would probably work together hand in hand with her on subject matter expert to
Yep.
learn stuff like that. So, you know, if you are considering hiring a person like Katrina to run your Chime, you know, feel free to reach out, and to me, to myself, or Tristan will direct you to us, and you know, we'll tell you, probably give you some ideas on how to use a VA4. We'll be happy to work with you, and that's about it.
I love that. And one thing
Yeah.
that I want to add here in closing, Katrina, you mentioned that you're also doing the TC work. So
Yes.
you're doing a few things here for this agent. I love that. There's a lot of things to do here. So very, very cool. Katie says that 9 to 11 a.m. also confirms that that's when they have the best experience in calling as well. So Katrina, thanks for being on. Pavel, thanks for setting this up, man. This is
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you guys.
for a
Thank you.
lot of people.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.